Kevin Byard to the Philadelphia Eagles. All I can say is this. Howie Robbery. Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, Dingbat here. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. We got huge, monstrous, gigantic, quadrilateral breaking news right now as the Eagles trade for safety Kevin Byard. Who said it couldn't happen? Who said Howie Roseman wasn't going to do anything? You knew it was coming, especially after last night. But man, this isn't just a trade. This is highway robbery. Howie Roseman fleeced the Tennessee Titans yet again. Now, before we get into all of it, if you're new to the channel and you like the content, make sure you hit that like button. More importantly, make sure you subscribe to the most censored, the most throttled, Eagles content creator in all of the internet. If you've been subscribed for a while, I just want to thank you so much for all the support you give to me. It truly means a lot. We got breaking news. This is unbelievable. I'm sitting there, I'm driving, I'm all the way across town, and this thing's breaking. Philly 500 turns the car. Boom, he's on the side of the road driving. He's going in between, seeing cops, giving them the fingers. I'm flying home to talk about this. What am I talking about? For those that are living maybe on planet Pluto or watching Mark Holmes complain about the Eagles winning. Here's what we got. Deanna Rossini, a paisan, she says this. The Tennessee Titans are trading All-Pro defensive back Kevin Byard to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles will be sending the Titans a 2024 5th and 6th round pick. Big deal. And to top it all off, to have the laugh of last, safety Terrell Edmonds. You can have him. He stinks. The Eagles get Kevin Byard, All-Pro safety. Holy crap, that's what we thought would happen. That's what needed to happen. We talked about this, and this is a huge, monstrous move for the Philadelphia Eagles. I can't say it enough. There is a big, gaping hole, in the secondary, and you need a safety. Now, I like Reed Blankenship. I think Sidney Brown will be a good safety, maybe, someday down the road. But what are you going to do in the meantime this year? You are a 6-1 team. You have the best record in the NFL. You have to go out and you have to get a safety. That's exactly what the Eagles just did. I almost got in a wreck. What a day. What a 24 hours. My God. And it doesn't end here. We're going to have to talk about this tonight. When I come home later on to stream the football game and watch something else, we're going to talk about Kevin Byard. We're going to make this not just about that game because Minnesota stinks. We're going to talk about this game. We're going to talk about the Kevin Byard trade, and I'm going to get your guys' opinions on it. I don't think there's many of you guys out there that probably dislike this trade. I don't think there's many of you guys out there that think this would be a bad trade. I think you guys probably think this is a pretty damn good trade. I know I do. I think this is highway robbery, and I really, the Titans, all they could get is a 2024 5th and 6th. I think I did, and this is what I was talking about with the PFF, the mock trades. They did a mock trade with one of these Kevin Byard, and it was like, I think it was for a 2024 3rd round pick or something like that. This is a huge deal. Now, out of the $11 million he owes, the Titans have already paid $7 million. So I think he's only going to cost you like $4 million, somewhere in that range, to bring him in. If that. That may not even be totally accurate. It may be less than that. But he's not going to cost the Eagles much. But what are the Eagles getting back in return? Well, they're getting a Philly native, so shout out to him for that. But they're also getting a 30-year-old safety who is an all-pro. He's an all-pro safety, and he is going to help you tremendously. I think now, with the addition of Kevin Byard, listen, he's a safety. he's a physical safety too. He's a big safety. I like the kid. I don't even think I call him a kid. He's 30 years old, but he's a kid to me because he's 18 years younger. But this dude could play all pro safety to go along with Slay, Bradbury, and Blankenship when Blankenship is healthy. This was the trade that the Eagles needed. This was the perfect trade, the trade that had to go down. You had to get a safety. We said that yesterday. I said that in my last video. I said that in the previous videos. I said that during the stream. You had to get a safety, and that had to be your number one concern at the trade deadline. Now they've done it. Any other moves that they make, in my opinion, for the most part, are just icing on the cake. Whether they wanted to go get a running back or something like that, I don't think Tennessee should be picking up the phone when the Eagles call. I'm just going to be honest with you. You have to be insane if you're the Tennessee Titans and you pick up the phone if the Eagles call, because they keep ripping you off. This is highway robbery. I know the Titans ain't going nowhere, but man, it's highway robbery. They already got AJ Brown. So I'm combusted. I'm combustilating here. Pause. I'm just so pumped up, so excited. This trade almost needs its own cigar video, but I don't got time. I literally, dude, what a day, what a morning it's been. Like on no sleep. My kid got sick. I had to take kid to the doctor. Then I had to go back to work. Then I'm running around. Then I'm cross town. Then the Eagles trade for him. You figure they trade for him tomorrow when I have a lot more time, but they don't. But it doesn't matter. I'll take them anyways. Kevin Byard to the Eagles is a huge deal. Now, I'm just going to say this right off the bat. If he comes in and it takes a little bit while for him to adjust to playing with the Eagles, and if he's on the field and a play is given up, do not start freaking out saying, he's a bad trade, why do we get him? Give him time to adjust. People are pissed off that Julio Jones didn't score a 50-yard touchdown last night. You got to give guys a chance to adjust. But when you get into December, when you get into the playoffs and he's adjusted, it's going to be a big deal. Now, here's my personal opinion. My personal opinion is watch for the 49ers to countermove. Right? Because, like I said, I believe this is an arms race. And I believe the Eagles and the Niners are going to be trying to snatch people up because the NFC is wide open. So I look for the 49ers to go out there and counter move for somebody. And then the Eagles, we'll see if they counter move after that. But this is a humongous trade for the Eagles. I feel really good about the safety position right now. I feel as good, if not better, about it right now than I did a year ago. All right? And Reed Blankenship is pretty good. So you're solid there now. This is the move the Eagles needed to make, and they made it. Once again, Howie Roseman shows you why the Eagles are always contenders, why we're always in the conversation to do everything and anything. Never doubt this team making a move. People say, Philly, well, why do you cover all these different people suggested things about the Eagles and stuff? Because you have Howie Roseman. And when Howie Roseman is your GM, all things are possible. Look at the Dallas Cowboys. We might make a move. We might be interested. They talk about what we do. Mark Holmes crying, oh, the Eagles, they won because of the refs. Who says things like that? That's insane. Dallas gets every call known to man. That's not why they win. They win because the other team stinks. Maybe if they're playing them. But they do get a lot of calls. But us, nah. We have one game where we get a couple breaks. The whole world goes to shit. Call the president, call the Pentagon, call them all. We have to have almost war. We have to have nuclear war. The Eagles got a good break during a game sometime. Oh my God, it happens once every 30 years. The last time the Eagles had a break in a football game, I'll tell you when it was. It was when they wore Kelly Green before. It was been that long. And people complaining, we don't win, and we're not 6-1 because we get breaks. We're 6-1 because we have talent, we have the best offensive and defensive line football, and we have a GM who is willing to go out there and willing to go out and make the play for a player when it needs to be done. He doesn't waste time. He doesn't sit there and twiddle his thumbs and look like the Dallas Cowboys and eat their steaks and all whatever the hell they do in Dallas. I don't know. But he goes out and he finds a hole, pause, and he goes out and he fills it, pause. And that's the difference between the Eagles and teams like the Dallas Cowboys and other teams. The Eagles got the players and they got the GM who's not willing to let them down. And Howie Roseman once again did his job, and he did it better than everybody else because the Eagles got Kevin Byard. I will be live later on to talk about this if you want to come hang out with me. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's Howie Vision, baby. We're all just living in it. The two extra things I want to talk about real quick. One, Kevin Byard hasn't missed a game in 7 seasons plus and counting. That is very, very reliable that he is going to be there on the field with us. Knock on wood. But that's really, really good to hear. The other thing is, get this. Jimmy Kempski wrote this. The Eagles have made 10 trades involving their 2024 draft picks. After the Kevin Byard trade, they are currently projected to have 8 picks in the 2024 draft. So we still got 8 picks coming in 2024. Howie Roseman fleeces them again. Denzel Washington out.